my friends, it has been a hot minute. My name is BJ. My business is called Junked Up. I'm a canvas and furniture artist as well as a maker and a creator. Welcome to my channel. I just finished painting a dresser, the video for which I will link in the description box below as soon as I am done with it because I'm editing it right now. And I was looking for some things to stage it with so I could get my pretty pictures, and I didn't have anything, so I decided to paint this wood box that I had. So to prep the box before painting, the first thing I did was gave it a really good cleaning, and then I did give it a light sanding with just some like 220 grit sandpaper, and then I gave it a coat of DIY paint in Summer Crush. You can use whatever brush you want to paint, but I will tell you that when you have a little detail like this, using a brush with a pointed tip like this one, which is the Little Frenchie by Paint Pixie, makes the job just a little bit easier. Here's a little pro tip that you may know. In between coats of paint, you can just wrap your brush in some plastic wrap, and that way it saves you some time from washing it out. So after I let my first coat of Summer Crush dry, probably a couple hours, I went ahead and put a second coat of Summer Crush. You don't have to do 2 coats, but I didn't really want to get down to the bare wood, and I knew I was going to wet distress, so 2 coats of Summer Crush it is. Now comes the really fun part where we start putting in all those yummy colors. So I chose Kissing Booth, Fire Starter, and Carnival Red, which you may think don't really go together, but I will tell you that they do, and they look great. I used a single brush to apply all 3 of these colors, not rinsing it out or wiping it off or anything in between. And I just randomly added the colors. So I started with a little Carnival Red, then I added a little Fire Starter, then a little Kissing Booth, then a little bit more Carnival Red and a little bit more Fire Starter, and just kind of blended those all together randomly. I did want to create a little bit of extra texture, like around the bottom of the box and around the handles, so I just used a pouncing motion with my brush and blended the colors that way. If you have seen any of my other videos, you know I love a good wet distress, and I like it for a number of reasons. Number 1, there's no sanding dust, so I can wet distress in my house and I don't have to worry about dust everywhere. And number 2, it does a really nice job of creating a natural aged look. And number 3, it also does a really nice job of kind of pulling multiple colors all together. Don't be afraid to get a little bit aggressive with your distressing. In this case, I'm trying to get down all the way to my base coat of Summer Crush, and if I get down past that to a little bit of the box, I'm okay with that too. Now it's time to wax. I know I'm going to dark wax this box, but I'm going to do clear wax first because it acts as a buffer in between my very porous paint and my very dark wax. You'll notice I'm using a cloth, I'm not using a brush. My brush happened to be dirty from the previous project and I hadn't cleaned it out, so you can wax with a cloth too. So sometimes when I dark wax, I use it just strategically and I put it just in certain places. This time I'm going to do an all over dark wax, which means I am applying dark wax over the entire project. I am using a little shoe brush for that. You can use whatever you want. You can use a cloth. I apply it, leave it for a few minutes, and then I'm going to wipe it off with a cloth. I prefer to use the Scott's Rags in a Box. They are a lint-free cloth, kind of like a paper towel, but just a little bit softer and a little bit thicker. I really like this nifty method of folding it in thirds and folding it in thirds again because you get maximum usage of your cloth. After I initially take off the dark wax, I'm going to let it sit for a little bit, come back and buff it up and get a nice little shine out of it, and that is it. It is all finished. Thank you so much for being with me here today for this quick and easy little video. I hope you liked it. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to visit my website, junkeduphome.com, for all of your DIY paint needs, or visit your local retailer. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.